Hello, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Power Rankings. It's week 12. We got the trade deadline on Friday, November 22nd at 3 a.m. So basically get all your trades in by Thursday. I'm your commissioner, Nick. Let's start those rankings. Number 12, Minshew Mania. Well, you lost 11 in a row. You're eliminated from the playoffs, and you just clinched the number 1 overall pick in the 2020 draft, and the fans are loving it. I hope it was worth it. You tried really hard to get to this point, and as you can see, hard work pays off, Ethan. But it's sad to see a former champion follow these steps. I hope you're happy. Start looking at some mock drafts because we don't want to see this again next year. Number 11. Maybe next year. Lance's team lost an 8th straight game. That's 2 straight months without winning, and no one's going to be successful doing that. He's mathematically eliminated from the playoffs just like Beans, and they're the only two not in the race. And look at these two. Just... who would have thought, you know? But I think the problem with Lance's team, he just lost his identity. Early on, he was that gritty team. He was going to make it difficult for other teams to beat him, but he just became soft, and I think all the losing kind of wore off on him, and you just can't be that way. And, well, the only good thing you got going for you is that there's always next year. Start looking at some mock drafts. Good luck next year. Number 10. King of the Hill V2. Luke's team drops 2 spots this week, suffering a disappointing loss that could be crucial for your playoff chances. You spent a lot of waiver money on Brian Hill, and that turned out to be a dud, as he turned out to be crying Hill. He didn't do anything. You got a tough matchup this week against Brophy that, I'm sorry, Luke, I don't really like your chances. Therefore, I'm going to give you the done chain, and I don't think you're making the playoffs this year. Sorry, Luke. But, you know, there's always another season next year. Number 9. Poppy's prize possession. Brophy's team drops 3 spots this week, suffering his first loss in over a month. So he had a good run there, but he's going to drop 3 spots, and he's out of the playoffs as we speak. That's kind of hurt a little bit. But good news is you control your own destiny. You got a huge matchup against Luke this week. I like your chances. You just got to pull off this win. And as Joe Buck would say, this is a must-win game for both teams. So thank you, Buck, for your insight. Good luck to you, Brophy. Number 8. One Legends Rise. My dad's team jumps up 2 spots this week with a huge win over Beans. Look at, he just ran him over. Let's take a look at that again live. Look in, here comes Frank, and he just runs over Beans. Look at that, flattens him. But anyway, John went to town. Brown put up 30 points, had a huge game. You're 5-6 in the playoffs as we speak. Big game this week against Oliver. Good luck to you. Number 7. R.I.P. Harambe. Oliver's team was allowed to gallop to victory thanks to Michael Gallup's huge game. He has won 2 in a row now and continues his streaky identity of losing, winning, losing. Can he win 3 in a row for the second time this year? We'll see. He's 5-6 right now. He jumps up 2 spots in the rankings. He's just trying to get in the playoffs. Look at him. Let me in. Next. Number 6. 13 years for $330 million. Brad's team suffered a disappointing loss this week, and one thing he might have lost even more this week is Marlon Mack. He could be out for a significant amount of time. Not great news for this potential playoff team. You know, you got to get Saquon going. He's got to be the superstar he is if this team's going to go anywhere. You're 6-5. You dropped just 1 spot in the rankings. Still a lot of time. Just hopefully Mack can come back healthy and everything will be all right. Number 5. Bad luck, Jerry.
Oh!
Jerry's team pulled off like 2 spots in the ranking.
Oh!
He's back in the playoffs. Oh! Look at this.
Oh!
Number 4. Team Never Lucky.
Standing on the corner, Jameis Winston, Tampa, Florida. Such a fine sight to see. It's an ugly scoreboard, 17-34 to the Bucs have a blind QB. What are these passes? You need some glasses. The Saints go marching through Breeze. Just kick their asses.
Team Never Lucky pulled off another win this week despite Jameis Winston's lack of glasses. That's right, eat that W. Team Never Lucky stays in the 4th spot. Number 3. For mostly success, Hunter's team falls to Nick, the almighty implication. In a potential championship matchup, Hunter comes up short. Could we see that again in the future? We're going to have to wait and see. But one thing to note out, Jerry has won more games in the last 5 weeks than Hunter. Yeah, that is absolutely crazy. Regardless, Borat is still 9-2. You lost 2 out of your last 3. No big deal. Number 3 in the rankings this week. Just got to turn it around quickly, Hunter. Number 2. The Process. Ryan's team might have thought he was going to be the number 1 spot this week, but we'll get to that later. He is in second last week. He's going to stay there. He's 7-4. He's got 2 straight wins, mainly due to Lamar Jackpot Jackson. Oh, man, if he can put up games like that, I don't think there's any way you can stop the Process. He just needs a little more production from the rest of the team, and let me tell you, Lamar Jackson could lead you to your second fantasy football championship. And number 1, the implication. To be the man, you gotta beat the man, and that's exactly what I did this week. The implication took down the almighty Borat and moves up 2 spots in the rankings and moves to 9-2 overall. Cooper, couple inches short of a touchdown away from really making this a big slobber knocker, but you know, he's still a great wide receiver nonetheless. That's all we got for my ranking here. I mean, my team's good. Good luck, come at me. Now let's take a look at our playoff picture following Week 11's action. Our projected Round 1 matchups are as follows. In the 8th seed, RIP Harambe has won 2 in a row and jumped back in the playoff picture with a record of 5-6. He'd be taking on the number 1 seed, Borat, mostly success. Hunter's team has dropped 2 out of the last 3, but still holds that number 1 spot. In our next matchup, this matchup hasn't changed in weeks now. Brad's 13 years for $330 million is the 5 seed at 6-5, taking on Ryan's The Process, who is 7-4. In the 6th seed, Bad Luck Jerry jumped into the playoffs this week with another win. He's 5-6 now, taking on arch rival, the 3 seed Team Never Lucky. That's Dan's squad. He's 8-3. In the last matchup, it's the 7 seed When Legends Rise. Frank's team jumped back in the playoffs with a win this week. He's 5-6, taking on my very own The Implication at 9-2. Let's take a look at our tank tracker too. Barely in the playoffs, we've got Jerry Michelson, Oliver Biggs, and Frank Isadorzak. That's Bad Luck Jerry, RIP Harambe, and When Legends Rise. All 3 of these teams appear to be going for it, but you never know with Jerry. He might have offered you a steal right now, so go check your phone. In the hunt, we've got Brophy's Poppy's Price Possession and Luke's King of the Hill V2. Very interesting matchup for both of these teams in the hunt. A big matchup this week. Both of these teams need a win. Playoffs are on the line, really. And done, we've got Team Lance. He's mathematically eliminated, but hasn't declared a fire sale per se, so I don't know what to tell you there. And in full tank mode, Beans. And there you have it. Those are our power rankings for Week 12. Remember, trade deadline is this Friday at 3 a.m. Good luck to everyone in their matchups this week, especially if you're 5-6 and hunting for that last playoff spot. Everybody, make sure you have a great week, and thank you so much for taking your time out of your day to watch the power rankings with me. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me. Have a great week.